Are you an H1B worker who's been benched or you have been underpaid? Well, if you have a remedy. Hi, my name is Hassan Abdullah. I'm an immigration attorney based in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I'm preparing this video to explain to you how you can actually recover unpaid wages very easily. So the thing is, you have this common scenario where you find a company, they offer to sponsor your H1B, but they ask you to pay everything. Now, you're actually, it's permissible to have the company, it's permissible for the company to ask you to pay for some of the costs, but there is something called the ACWIA fee. So if they make you pay the ACWIA fee, you already have them on a technical violation. And finally, in addition to this, that is, if they are not only doing something like that, but the moment you start on H1B with them, if they're not paying you your petition stated wage, you have a right to legal remedy. If you present yourself to work and they are not able to pay you from that date, the liability on them starts. So the thing is, you have companies that kind of work like this. They will offer you a job, but it's for a project, and it's for a project they don't have yet, but they still want you as an asset, so they'll file you as an H1B. When you get the H1B, they're going to look for a project for you, but sometimes they're even going to make you do the work and find the project. And if you get finally placed on a project and you start working, sometimes they might even blame the client on the project and say the client isn't paying fast enough, so we can't pay you. Sometimes that's a cop-out. Sometimes really what's happening is they might have financial straits and they're just taking advantage of you. So if this is happening, or if you've been benched for a significant period of time, and basically they're having no risk on their side, and if they don't find a project for you within enough time, they might even cancel your H1B and leave you, out of luck. They won't even give you pay stubs so you can file an H1B transfer. You can do something. And I have done this on a few occasions, which is to file a claim with the WH4, or you can also file a lawsuit, and we basically will be able to prepare a detailed outline of what the expenses can be. So in one case, in fact, you're able to request treble damages. If you plead a certain legal argument in federal court, you can claim treble damages under the RICO Act. I'm not going to go into detail about these things. These are things that can be discussed over a consultation. But the point is this: you can claim every penny you did not earn and then some. And if the company does not comply, if you are demanding your pay stubs, they're not paying you, you can pursue that company for damages. You can do what's called a WH4 complaint with the Department of Labor. The only thing is it takes a long time to have all of that sorted out through the Department of Labor. But the thing is, if the company has done this to you and you file a WH4 complaint and they are under investigation and they're found to actually have illegally benched you, which is pretty easy to prove. You worked, they didn't pay you, they didn't cancel your H1B. There's even been a case where a former employee was able to collect back pay with interest. In one case, the employer was found to have violated H1B regulations and LCA regulations on numerous occasions, and the Department of Labor actually successfully pursued a back pay award of $980,000. So if you are, basically due even tens of thousands or $100,000 in back pay, whatever the amount might be, you can pursue those claims, and you can even pursue potentially treble damages in court. Generally, the employer is going to not want to take this into litigation. Generally, they're going to want to also not suffer from being found as a willful violator of H1B terms, because if you're found a willful violator of H1B terms, it becomes much harder to sponsor future H1Bs. So this could be devastating for a company that does a lot of H1Bs, and so they will take your complaints seriously, and if not, you can of course hire counsel to represent you, and then pretty much they always take the issue seriously and are willing to listen to you at that point. I've had situations where, of course, the employer doesn't really take the candidate seriously until they have retained counsel. So this is something that I'm experienced in. I've done this on a number of occasions to pursue claims against the employer for unpaid wages for H1B workers. And if you do have questions, feel free to contact our office. But I hope this has been helpful to the listeners out there. And I want to thank you for listening, and bye for now.